Welcome back to Royal Chronicle, the channel where we speak truth, push back against royal spin, and stand firmly with those who dare to challenge tradition for the sake of progress. If you've ever questioned why Prince Harry and Meghan Markle receive such relentless attacks from certain segments of the British media and palace loyalists, today's video is one you absolutely need to hear. We're unpacking the furious expert reactions to Meghan's decision not to return to the United Kingdom with Prince Harry and the manipulative prodigal son lie that's being pushed about Harry's latest visit to his homeland. Once again, Meghan Markle's name is being dragged into headlines, not because of anything she did, but because of what she didn't do. Namely, accompany her husband on a personal and likely brief visit to the United Kingdom. And like clockwork, the usual suspects, those royal commentators who've practically built their careers monetizing hate, jumped on the chance to reignite their favourite narrative, that Meghan is selfish, disloyal and disrespectful to the crown. But let's take a step back and ask a simple question. Why should Meghan return to the United Kingdom at all? We're talking about a woman who has endured years of coordinated media abuse. From headlines calling her difficult to racist caricatures in tabloid cartoons, to being publicly blamed for everything from royal staff turnover to family feuds. The treatment Meghan endured wasn't just unfair, it was inhumane. When she did show up to royal events, the scrutiny was brutal. Every smile, every outfit, every glance was overanalyzed and weaponized against her. She has faced unrelenting emotional harm from a system that refused to protect her. Even when she was pregnant, even when she was suicidal. So let's be honest, her decision to stay in California isn't about drama, it's about self-preservation. But the media can't accept that. Why? Because it strips them of their power. The truth is, Meghan made a choice they cannot stand. The choice to walk away, to say enough is enough. And more than that, she didn't crawl back. She didn't apologize for leaving. She didn't beg to be accepted. She stood in her dignity and chose peace. And that's precisely why they're mad. They can't spin a woman who refuses to play the game. Meanwhile, Prince Harry is making headlines for coming back to the UK. And surprise, surprise, the narrative now is that he's the prodigal son returning home with his head bowed. A man who's realised the grass isn't greener, who wants forgiveness, who's trying to find a way back into the good graces of the firm. But this so-called redemption arc is pure fiction. It's not journalism, it's royal fan fiction, designed to comfort the egos of those who can't admit Harry left for all the right reasons. Let's make this clear. Prince Harry is not a prodigal son. He's a grown man, a veteran, a father, and a global humanitarian who made the bold choice to leave a system that was crushing him and his wife. And let's not forget, he didn't leave to hide. He left to lead. From the Invictus Games to his work with mental health charities and climate advocacy, Harry has been more active, more visible, and more impactful than many senior royals put together. And he's done it without a palace, without a press team funded by taxpayers, and without bowing to the institution. The real irony is that the media loves to say Harry's irrelevant now, yet they can't stop talking about him. They say Meghan is no longer royal, but she dominates headlines even when she stays silent. Why? Because they are a threat, not to the monarchy's existence, but to its control. They represent change, transparency, and global relevance. And for an institution stuck in the 19th century, that's, well, terrifying. Now, let's consider the emotional toll of all this. Every time Harry returns to the United Kingdom, he does so knowing he'll face more headlines, more speculation, and more baiting from royal insiders. He walks through that fire anyway, for his causes, for his truth, for his mother's legacy. He does not do it for a title, he does not do it for applause. He does it because it's the right thing to do. Compare that to others in the royal family who have access to power and privilege and still remain silent in the face of injustice. That contrast says everything. And as for Meghan, let's not pretend her absence is passive. It's powerful. Her absence is a statement. that she will not expose herself again to the cruelty of a system that never valued her, that she will protect her peace and her children before she caters to royal optics. And frankly, that's called growth, that's called healing, that's called choosing your well-being over fake diplomacy. At Royal Chronicle, we stand firmly with Harry and Meghan because their story is not just about royalty, it's about resilience. It's about refusing to let trauma define your future. And if you think that's weakness, think again. There's nothing more dangerous to the old guard than a woman who's healed and a man who's awake. So, next time you hear an expert foaming at the mouth about Meghan not returning or trying to sell you the idea that Harry wants back in, ask yourself who benefits from that story. Who's making money off of it? Who's trying to distract you from the real cracks in the firm? What Harry and Meghan are building, across oceans, across time zones, is real. A life of purpose, a family built on values, a platform for meaningful change, and no amount of royal propaganda or tabloid screeching can undo that. Thank you for watching Royal Chronicle. If you're as fed up with the lies as we are, hit that like button, share this video, and leave a comment below. Do you think Meghan made the right decision by staying in California? And what do you make of the prodigal son label the press keeps throwing at Harry? We want to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe for more fearless royal truth-telling, because we don't bow to crowns, we speak for truth.